And so, we're heading to
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
potions class, I guess now? I think, is it Oregon?
Revelio.
Now,
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor.
What a win. Wanting an aura. What's in here? Oh, just some money. Oh, letter. Memorandum, date 31st of December 1875, from the Aura Office, subject Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burks has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, you're adding more auras to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions, further instructions to follow.
Revelio.
What is that? Demon skulls and whatnot. Interesting. I can hear it. Professor Sharp's Aura Badge. Auras comprise the Ministry's magical law enforcement and protect the wizarding world from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. This Aura Badge belongs to Professor Sharp. Okay.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Orclump juice? Yummy.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Okay.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Wish they had.
Did
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yeah.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Sure.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion.
Mongrel fur? Ashwinder eggs?
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Right. Okay.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
What? Okay. I just leave that packet in there with it. Guess so. Oh, that's the mongrel fur. Yeah. Just sit here and brew my potion, I suppose.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh, smell.
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What
Revelio.
now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Well, yeah, listen, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
All right.
I think
Well-
each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest
Revelio.
I've always said that travel brought... What if he's not making it up?
During the day.
Revelio.
It's upstairs, perhaps? This must be upstairs. I can hear it tinkling.
Reading can be as magical as anything. Why can't students see that?
There we go. The old librarian. One of the first librarians of Hogwarts is depicted here. Rumor is that he had no tolerance whatsoever for noisy students and was known for his liberal use of the silencing charm at the slightest sneeze. Yeah, he seems the type.
Revelio.
Here's something else. Moved away from it, I think. Ooh, plum velvet robe. Not a conformist.
Revelio.
It's, all of these dull black school robes doesn't work for me. It does sound like there's a... Where is it? Don't know. Don't know. Is it?
Revelio.
Okay. I hear it. I don't know. Where it is, however.
Revelio.
Huh. I'm not sure.
What am I missing? Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Illuminate. Well,
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
that is the statue of Gregory the Smarmy.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh, okay. So it's just using a light source to bring them off. Okay.
I thought
Got it.
Professor Black would get rid of all the Muggle-born students. Too much to hope for, I suppose.
Now what?
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Revelio.
Master hates everyone who isn't a pure-blood Slytherin.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Now,
Powers should be popular.
I did also see.
I really have made a
Incendio!
mess.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Okay, why did Amit
Why
tell
did
you?
Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
Yeah, sure, I can go.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's just go do that real quick. We're here.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get... Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Don't want to read Cressida's diary.
Accio!
3. 4. Almost got it.
Accio!
How does it feel, bitch?
Revelio! Accio! That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
All right.
Revelio.
Excellent.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Probably.
Thank goodness
Revelio.
some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
And I did not read your diary.
I'd spend all day in the hotel if I could.
Have you ever seen it?
Oh, we opened that already? Okay. Alright, let's go meet Nettie. Uh-oh. What did I get? There's a new one handle. Avian Grey? Oh, it's got a little owl on the end. I think I like the marble better, to be honest. Excellent. Then we had, was it here? Cobalt regalia. Interesting. Again, I think we'll kind of go with what our
Need to improve my charm card.
equipment looks like. Alright.
I think it's a sign when.
Revelio.
And we have to remember if anyone okay. We have to remember if anyone attacks us on the way.
He's always talking his game.
Incendio.
But we want to dodge roll
But there's nothing like
to avoid their attacks. As opposed to
Revelio.
Why won't she just let us use Gilly?
the Three Sister Spells. The Three Sister Spells are said to be a tribute to three similarly named beautiful steep bridges that rise majestically over a glen in Argyllshire. It is rumoured that one can hear them ringing in the glen, way across the highlands when they are rung in the castle. Locals have been baffled by the mysterious ringing for years.
About herbology, if we can't get ourselves.
Revelio.
Okay.
Have you ever noticed them potion?
Allegedly, the location of the first known instance of an arguably successful casting of Bombarda. Date unknown, caster unidentifiable.
Revelio.
Goblin artifact. Wands like this were used by goblins during the 1612 Goblin Rebellion to rally troops and generally annoy witches and wizards. This horn was discovered in the aftermath of the rebellion behind the Hogshead Inn, with a wedge of gorgonzola stuffed inside, presumably to mute it.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once.
What is this?
Revelio.
There you are. The crossbond's duelist to beat.
That's what they say. Suppose I need to... The flying class lawn? Oh,
Revelio.
to fly. That will be fun.
Revelio.
Okay. No, this is the wrong way. Oops. This is to Hogsmeade. I need to go to Hogsfield. That's right. Okay.
Revelio.
This would all be significantly easier if I had a broom. Ooh, there's a chest in here. Yet another thing that would be easier if I had a broom. I could go up there. Is this just gonna... What? Oh, it's just taking me back to it. Alright. That's odd. This is the way I just went, and it led me around like that. The guide needs a little bit of help, I'll be honest.
Revelio.
Beasts. Classroom. What did they call that in the books? What was that as? Magical creatures. That's what they call it. Yeah. Apparently, this is the wrong way. Right.
Revelio.
Go. Got a bit of moonstone, whatever that's for.
Revelio.
This. Blue powder traveling. Lake is gorgeous, isn't it?
Revelio.
Groundskeeper's tools. One might surmise this set of tools could be enchanted to create all sorts of furnishings for a cozy hut, as large as the occupant may need. Interesting.
Revelio.
Ooh, it says that there's a dungeon down here? I do have a thing for dungeons. Orphan juice. Very useful.
Accio. Incendio.
Interesting.
I should investigate.
I should. I'm right. Some new spectacles. They're a rather large upgrade as well, actually. Not what I meant to hit. Come on.
Revelio.
Is it? It was just a chest in here? Oh, okay. I'm not complaining, I just kind of was expecting a dungeon to be a bit more than... to be slightly more than that, at least. Oh, leech juice.
Revelio.
See, I thought I had seen some more of it now. What is this?
Incendio. Accio.
Oh, it won't go in there.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Incendio.
Nope, I don't know. I have no idea what to do there. I imagine when I do discover what I was supposed to do, it will be like, oh, that makes so much sense. Swell. I'll just wade through what is probably incredibly cold water. That is apparently full of leeches.
Protego.
Not the
Revelio.
That's
Wonder who lives here.
It is good to see you, my friend.
you as well, Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Okay, cool.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Yeah,
Be
thanks,
on your
Natty.
guard.
Okay.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Revelio.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research.
I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Yeah, you stupefy that.
Nobody will miss one reasonable student. Put me down!
Come on.
Whoa!
Come on, then. I'll do this a few more times.
It's your life hanging in the air, not mine! What is it?
Back. This up so I can see how many more times I gotta do it. 4 more times. Okay.
Stop that! Stop it, you stupid fool! Put me right!
2. 1 more time.
Go off all you want!
Accio! Incendio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Well, you won't, but sure.
Pull! The tiger presumption!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Yeah.
Take this
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
How embarrassing!
Lumos!
No, don't!
You stupid!
I knew you were still hanging around. Aha! Back for more. Got nothing to regret that.
Accio! Incendio!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner.
Revelio!
So close to Hogwarts.
Are you alright then?
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who's Priya? Yeah.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor, hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Oh, interesting.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Merlin was a myth. Yes, I did.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Wait, Merlin was a Slytherin too? Feels good.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Merlin's
The flames make the pyre sink.
Territory. I'm curious about these pyres. Merlin's beard, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
Alright. Well, I guess now we've got to attend another Defense Against the Dark Arts class. So what is this girl doing out here?
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.